Not a big fan of him at all. What's up, y'all? 42 just happened. Browns don't pick for another 30 picks, y'all. So we got time to sit here, talk, react to the draft, kick it here. Might even play some video games. Who even knows? Right now, we're keeping track of who's gone so far. Nothing unexpected has happened. None of the targets that I've had has happened. Um, we'll see what happens here. They put Elijah Moore in the draft hat. That's hilarious. Let me switch to ESPN because Game 6 about to be on. What's up, Q? What's up? What's up with y'all? They do not need to trade up for Jalen Hyatt. Hey, Jalen Hyatt's not trade up guy. Honestly, I think Tyler Scott's just as good. If you want a deep threat, maybe Marvin Mims is there at 70. There's no reason I think you need to trade up for a receiver at this point. You've already made your trade for a receiver. See what the Jets get here at 43. The Brickishaw Ferguson. Okay. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. He's going to be a good center. Joe Tippmann out of Wisconsin. That's going to be a good pick. I mean, you generally can't go wrong getting an offensive lineman from Wisconsin, especially a center. They tend to churn them out over there pretty well. Now, Indianapolis T's going for Will Levis. Will Levis ended up going to Tennessee, which makes a ton of sense there, even though they got two high upside guys over there. Will Levis is more of a zone option, well, wide zone quarterback. I don't think he was necessarily great in the wide zone at Kentucky, but, he's done it. So there is that. Let me get a live draft tracker up. Right now, none of the guys I have pegged for 72 have gone, so I am happy. But we got a long, long, long way to go. And if you don't know what happened in the first few picks in the second round, allow me to recap it for you. The Steelers got Joey Porter Jr. I mean, come on, that couldn't have been more predictable, right? Joey Porter Jr. going to the Steelers. He's actually a cornerback, not a linebacker, but yeah, that makes a ton of sense from a football standpoint. And you know how the Steelers are with with nepotism. They love getting it all in the family. Will Levis went second in the second round to Tennessee. Detroit took Sam Laporta out of Iowa. Michael Mayer, tight end out of Notre Dame, went to the Raiders. The Rams took Steve Oliva, a guard from TCU. Derek Carr, edge from Auburn, went with Seattle. Matthew Bergeron from Atlanta went to Syracuse. Went to Syracuse, drafted by Atlanta. Carolina Panthers took Jonathan Mingo, wide receiver from Mississippi. New Orleans took Isaiah Foskey, edge from Notre Dame. He was at the Senior Bowl. Wasn't overly impressed with what I saw from him. BJ Ojolari went with the Arizona Cardinals, edge from LSU. Loved him. Thought he could sneak into the first round. Definitely didn't think he'd make it past 50. He ended up going at 41. Luke Musgrave, tight end from Oregon State, went with the original second-round pick that the Cleveland Browns had at 11. And Joe Tippmann from Wisconsin just went with the Jets. Now we're waiting on the Colts to put the pick in. And if you're wondering who got selected with the Browns' original pick at, I believe it was 13, it was Luke Van Ness. What's everybody talking about trading for Chase Young? Okay, somebody just saying nonsense. I don't know where y'all be getting these rumors, but some of the rumors y'all be coming to the chat with are ridiculous. Like somebody is lying to y'all. Like whoever you trust for a source of information for a portion of y'all, be straight up lying because I be hearing some crazy rumors in chats. Oh, they're going to go after Chase Young. Oh, they're going to trade for Aaron Donald. Somebody be lying to y'all. All right. Hey, the more DBs that go right now, the better for the Browns because they want DBs to go like crazy because that's the one position they're not really going to think about drafting. DBs are fine if they go. What Frank put on the page. Been watching since the beginning. It's time I gave back. Thanks for the content. Appreciate you, Frank, on Patreon. You know what, man? We're going to open up the Discord. If you're a Patreon member, I'm going to open up a draft channel on the Discord. So if you want to join the show and chat with me while we wait for all these picks, let's do it on the Discord. I'm about to open up a channel right now. Titans would have been perfect for Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. Ooh. Good hands. Yeah, let me go here. Voice channel. We're going to add a voice channel here and call it NFL Draft Day 2. Come join the voice channel in the Patreon Discord. If you want to check that out, come chat, talk in the show. Get your draft thoughts out there. Go ahead and do that. Am I connected to it? Yes, I am. All right. So I'm connected to that. That's connected to there. We're just waiting on the Browns to make some picks here. What do y'all think? What picks? Okay, so I see Tua Tagovailoa, Keanu Benton, Trent Simpson, Antonio Johnson. Need 2 out the 4. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know if any of those dudes gonna be there at 72. We got long ways. We got long ways. I am not surprised Tank Dale hasn't gone yet. Somebody asked why haven't the Browns picked up Jed's fifth year option? Jed's not like a lock for the 5th year option. He's probable for it, and dudes who are probable for the 5th year option don't really get that picked up till July. So it'll probably be July. Nah, I think somebody's putting like bad faith rumors out there to get clicks. Like there's got to be a website doing it because the amount I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing Browns content for like 5 years. And there has been a jump of the amount of like crazy bullshit rumors that like are in the conversation. And I think it's because there's some junk channels running around like just saying nonsense to get clicks. I don't know who. You saying that? Oh yeah, the Discord link it expires after 7 days. So let me put a new one up on Patreon. I'll put a new link up on Patreon. And if you want to join the live chat and you have not yet joined the Patreon, well, this your time to do it. Join the Patreon. We have a lot of fun on there. Working out how we can have more movie nights. That would be fun. We also have exclusive videos, exclusive audio only versions on Patreon. Also, early access and streams on Patreon. It's a great deal. I think it's good. But make sure you check it out. All right, yeah. So the Patreon, I just posted a new link on Patreon. You should be able to join that one. As we wait for these picks to come off the board. The good news is after the second round, these picks start to fly off. You know what I mean? The bad news is that we're only about halfway through the first round, the second round. Darnell Washington still on the board? No way. No way he's still. To the Lions. Oh, Brian Branch off the board. It's Tony's guy. Oh, he's still there. Good for him, man. Nice. Nice. Now look, does the draft, if you get drafted in the second round and you go up to the podium, they used to give you a helmet instead of a jersey. And it's like, why y'all got to do them second round dudes like that? But Brian Branch here, he gonna get his jersey. And you notice, right? The fits for day two much more relaxed than day one, right? Day one, you're coming in a tuxedo with all the chains and you got the nines. Day two, you coming in the fit that you would show up to your first day at work. You know what I mean? It's a much different fit. Who do I want at 74? I put it out there. Keanu Benton or Marvin Mims. If you can get them at 74, you run with that. Oh, we got guys in here. Are y'all muted because it auto muted you, or you muted because you muted yourself in the Discord? Okay, nah. They can unmute themselves. All right, let's start with Akron Guy. Akron Guy, you there on Discord? I can't hear him. Thoughts on Tajay Spears? What you want? What you want? Hold on. All right. It won't let you. Okay, it won't let you unmute. That's weird. Hold on. Let me edit the channel. Maybe I did that. Permissions in private channel. Making the channel private. Select only members. That's fine. Integrations. Overview. Slow mode. Bit rate. That's fine. I figured it out. You gotta change it to the push to talk. Oh, okay. Like on Discord itself, or is it my fault? Each user, I think, will need to change it to push to talk. That way it doesn't just auto detect. Well, all right, man. What you want to talk about, man? Oh, wait. This Patriots pick's coming in. Okay, it's going to take forever. So what about the draft that you want to talk about, man? Akron Guy. I'm here to see what other people are talking about. Too much what's going on. I'm excited to see what other people are looking forward to. Who people are thinking we should draft. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, we gotta wait to see what the board shakes out to be. Keon White just went out of Georgia Tech. He was projected to go in some people's first round. So far, so good the way the board's falling for the Browns, but there could be a run on any position at any time. Ooh, he looks upset. Okay, if you're saying the audio is poor in chat, I can't put ESPN's audio on stream. That's called copyright violation. There will be no more channel from me if I do that. What I can do is have it kind of play off screen. Now, I can have my speaker on and make the audio a little bit better. There's gonna be limitations to how good this audio gonna be. 46. Wow. Somebody wanted Mingo. All right, Fang. Can you hear me, man? You want to chime in on the draft?
I got it working. Hey,
Yep. What's up, man? What about the draft that concerns you right now, or that you're excited about so far?
man, I don't know. I'm kind of not happy about the whole Joey Porter Steelers thing. Like, I get it, man. I get it, but I don't know. Just doesn't feel right. Kind of stings a little.
What do you mean it don't feel right?
I don't know, man. I just feel like some of these Big Ten players the Steelers get outside of Devin Bush just kind of haunt the Browns, and I don't know. I just don't want to deal with that again.
Well, I mean, like they don't have a perfect track record when it comes to drafting. They've been as inconsistent as anybody else, right? You brought up Devin Bush. They've had some success with some players, right? Some wide receivers, other guys, didn't really work out for them. So, maybe Joey Porter Jr. works out. I mean, it makes sense for Pittsburgh to take him. They love taking dudes who used to play or still play on their team's family members. It's like the fifth one they have, right? They had the Hayward brothers, the Watt brothers, the Edmonds brothers. So it makes sense that they now have a father-son combo with Joey Porter and his son, both going to be alumni of the Steelers. I mean, they did a good job trading that Chase Claypool pick and getting the 32nd pick in the draft, the first pick in the first round, in the second round. And they could add a number of good players, right? Brian Branch was still there. So Joey Porter Jr. being there, they're having a good draft so far. I think they got two guys that they wanted in the first round so far in this draft. And we'll see if it works out. I mean, how many times have the Browns had great drafts and then we've sat here and been upset about it 3 years later? So, the excitement on draft day or the frustration on draft day, it can really only go but so far. And the picks in for the Buccaneers. Oh, they're doing a special presentation.
Amanda, check in one ring. Air Mobility Operations. We have Mobility Airmen accelerating global reach. Our airmen are already deployed to tactical edge. From our mission to yours. Over to you, Commissioner. Thank you to our service members serving both here and around the world. We are grateful for all that you do to keep us safe. The Green Bay Packers have traded the 48th pick.
Packers been trading like crazy.
With the 48th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Cody Mauch, guard, North Dakota State.
All right, Cody Mulch just went. That was another dude at the Senior Bowl I liked a lot. I don't know if he's a tackle, but he's going to be good. Real strong, versatile. Great Senior Bowl.
I mean, they got to protect their new franchise quarterback, Baker Mayfield, right?
If he wins that competition. Who's he battling out with there?
Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trash. Is that it? Did they only have Kyle Trash over there?
I think so.
I mean, if you can't think of anybody else, then they don't.
Let me see. Tampa Bay. QB depth chart. For all the people that think I'm obsessed with Baker Mayfield, I don't even know who he's competing with. So, what is his depth chart? Who is he battling out? I assume he's probably going to win that battle. Now, is Byron Leftwich still the OC there?
Yes, I think. Yeah.
They still got it's last year's depth chart. I saw Tom Brady on here. Yeah, it's Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trash. Well, he should win that one. That should be an easy win for him. They might have a decent team, though, defensively. They still got a lot of pieces. I mean, Devin White's not great. But they got Vita Vey, Kalijah Cansey. And they're not
Cansey, I
terrible.
think, is going to be great. I love Kalijah Cansey, man.
Yeah, they're not
I think he's
terrible.
going to be
Now,
fantastic.
they setting him up for failure comparing him to Aaron Donald because he's just not. Aaron Donald was one of the best college football players I've ever seen in my life. Lost to a
Right.
Youngstown State team though, but one of the better college football players you've ever seen. He's not that, but he's pretty good. And then who's he throwing to? Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Yeah, Evans, Godwin's still there. They
They
haven't
still
really
got
lost like
Wirfs,
a
Jensen.
lot of
That's
people.
not a bad team. That could work out. I think Baker might, if they're trying to tank and they think Baker Mayfield's the dude to have to tank. That's not the dude to have to tank. He will go 8-8 if you give him the right pieces, or at least like 9-7 in the NFC. Hey, anything can happen. He might make the playoffs.
Right, especially in that division. I mean, that's arguably the weakest division and the weakest conference. So I could definitely see him like
Yeah, what the
messing around
Falcons
and
are
doing
out there throwing
overachieving.
out anybody. Bryce Young might be good, but
I was going to
he's a
say,
rookie.
you guys aren't afraid of Derek Carr in New Orleans?
The funny thing
I
is
think
you say
they
that, but Derek Carr is like what, number 4 in the NFC right now when it comes to quarterback. It's like there's Jalen Hurts, there's Geno Smith, there's Dak,
would you put Kirk
and there's
Cousins
Kirk
up there?
Cousins. Yeah, there's Kirk Cousins and Derek Carr. Well, where does Brock Purdy fit in that? See, this is a bad conversation.
What about Kyler Murray? Did you already say him?
Oh yeah, Kyler Murray. I don't know. Who do you trust more in the playoffs, Kyler Murray or Dak Prescott or Kirk Cousins? I feel like the solution
Real
is the
quick,
same with all of them.
let me answer your question with a question. How much Xbox did Kyler Murray play the night before?
It depends on what Call of Duty just dropped. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what his preferences are when it comes to what kind of COD he likes to run. You know, if he's a modern guy, then it might be the year to go with him because that's an off year. They're going to like a World War II shooter or Black Ops this year. You know, so every
Right, and
third
it depends
year.
what round of zombies did he finish on? Did he get the
Yeah.
ray gun? I mean, how is he
He's totally
feeling
a
the next
DMZ
day?
guy in his own.
You said what?
DMZ.
DMZ. See, I can't keep up with all the new modes on Call of Duty. I grew up on Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, and if it wasn't in any of them two games, I don't understand it. I've done Battle Royale a little bit, but I'm a boomer when it comes to Call of Duty games. I just play Headquarters.
The
I'm
original
playing
Black Ops, it
Hardpoint.
was where it was at for me. That was my go-to, man. Black Ops was awesome.
Yeah, Black Ops, the first one. There's Black Ops 2. I didn't play Black Ops 3. I was in college. Once I was in college, I didn't have time to play the game. But yeah, like all those Call of Duties between 4 and whatever before 2014, I was playing them. But anything after like Ghost was the one where I'm like, all right, I think I'm done. Like,
Yeah, that's where I dropped to. That's why I dropped it. But honestly, answering the question though, I think Kyler. I mean, I want to see what he does with Gannon, but I always like Kyler. I think he's decent. They just got to get him out of the pocket. So he's
well,
so
he's coming off
little
the
out there.
ACL tear too, though.
See,
Oh,
man, I was
Keanu
kind of
Benton
thinking,
just went to the Steelers. Are you kidding me? Yeah, the Steelers. I hate Pittsburgh.
wow, I just saw it.
I hate how good of a draft they're having.
Who they pick, I didn't even see. My stream's
Keanu
a little
Benton.
behind.
Yeah, he just went Keanu Benton here.
I hate Pittsburgh so much.
I hate how much I love their draft.
Like Zach Pickens, if he's there at 74, he could be sneaky good.
I'm
Yeah,
not a
great
big Zach
pressure rate in
Pickens
South
guy.
Carolina.
Mims and Brooks too, man. We're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm not a big Zach Pickens guy. I know somebody's about to go Marvin Mims here before 60.
Oh man, we can't speak that into existence.
No,
You didn't
it's about
say
to
that.
happen. It's about to happen. We're gonna have to go to packet 2. Carl Brooks. Ochimo.
I'm out on Carl Brooks.
I'm in on
I just
him.
can't do it.
I like him. He good athleticism, good burst, good speed, good feet. Had a really good Senior Bowl. If you're worried about level of competition at Bowling Green, um, I thought he looked better than a lot of the guys that I thought he looked a lot better than Foskey. I thought he looked a lot better than Andre Carter. A lot of the guys that they have over him, I thought he looked head and shoulders better. I thought him and Diaby were really underrated, especially if you look at what they did in the Senior Bowl. Jaden Reed just went wide receiver out of Michigan State. So hopefully that triggers a wide receiver run. I need another cornerback run to happen.
How do you feel about Kobe Turner? You a big Kobe Turner guy?
Kobe Turner,
Out of Wake.
I don't think I'm familiar with him. Is he a wide receiver?
No. He's a D tackle.
D tackle? Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
he's
I would
been
be able to
mocked to
get
the Browns a
familiar with
couple
him.
times by some ESPN guys, but
I see
look him up. He's
24.
alright. He's more of like a
tackle
more of
too.
like zero tech guy.
Yeah, he's probably outside the guardrails if he's 24. But I mean, at this late in the draft, I don't know if the guardrails matter, but it's a bit old for Andrew Berry to pick there and before like round 6. That's probably why Tank Dell's off the board there, but I think Tank Dell has other issues. So I'm surprised Trenton Simpson is still there. Not that I would trade up to get him, but like
Darnell Washington's still there? Darnell Washington hadn't been picked yet.
yeah, I think Darnell Washington's still there. He might go if he's not getting past the Cowboys. All right, there's a
no white flags himself. 10 years ago, day 2, Steve announced my pick in the 3rd round.
Ooh, Teron Armstead ran like a 4.67. I didn't forget that. Can't believe he went in the 6th round, the 2nd round after that.
With that being said, with the 51st pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, my Miami Dolphins select Cam Smith, defensive back, South Carolina.
All right, DB off the board. That's good. That's
That ain't a
good.
bad. That ain't a bad pick at
That's
all.
that domino.
Cam Smith from South Carolina.
Cam Smith, Xavier Howard, and Jalen Ramsey. Damn, it's a good defensive backfield.
Yeah, it's so
James
interesting.
Javon
Like
Holland.
if Jalen Ramsey would get back to being Jalen Ramsey again, like I don't know, like those corners, like it's very rare that once they have that they're cooked year, they ever come back and like get back to form. So
See,
maybe
I've heard that discourse.
Because it's like, you can age as a corner. Like Joe Hayden aged, but he never had a season where it was like, yo, he's done. Jalen Ramsey has had a couple seasons where it looked like he's done. Like quiet as kept. Even the year they won the Super Bowl, he was not good. Like,
no, I feel
he was
that.
kind of coasting.
But like,
on
I feel like
reputation.
corners have these like ebbs and flows, right? Like Denzel will have like a Pro Bowl year, and then he'll get hurt, or he won't be playing. He'll be playing out of position. And whatnot. Now that's probably Joe Woods, and hopefully that's behind us. But I feel like that's just how corners are. They ebb and flow a lot. Like Xavier Howard, his Pro Bowl year, and people are talking about him like he was a top 5 corner. Now people barely put him in the top 10.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Corner's just one of those weird positions, I feel. Like last year, Denzel played okay. The year before, he was Pro Bowl level. So I'm hoping like it's an every other year thing. And he just plays out of his mind this year. Oh, Hawks are picking, huh?
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Zach Charbonnet, running back.
Oh, Zach Charbonnet off the board. Yeah, they love him. Don't mind that pick going.
The coolest name in the NFL draft so far. Zach Charbonnet. That's fun to say.
It is a fun name to say. Oh, he played in Michigan. I forgot that. I forget. Michigan is like the best team to not have that many draft prospects. Because they've been in the playoff 2 years in a row, right? And they've had, 2-3 first-round picks?
Yeah, something like that. Ojabo probably would have been in the first had he not torn his ACL.
He got an Achilles
Damn,
too,
did he?
right?
Yeah. Oh, Achilles. That's right. Did he even play for the Ravens? Did he suit up last year? I don't even remember.
Who? Oh yeah, he played. He played it late last year.
I think it's just Mozzie Smith and Aiden Hutchinson. It's been it.
Yeah, Mozzie and Hutch. Yeah.
Yeah. How did Hutch do his first year?
He did well. He was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, but I don't think anybody saw Sauce Gardner being as well as doing as well as he
Nah.
did.
I remember when Nick Saban was like, "Yo, we not doing anything towards Sauce," and I was like, "Okay, that's gonna be something in the league." When Cincinnati played Alabama in that playoff game, and Nick Saban was like, "We not even gonna let Devonta Smith touch him." Like,
Yeah, bro. I still can't believe
that was
Stingley went before him. I was like, that's going to be a mistake.
what Stingley. The thing with Stingley was he was 19 years old and he was arguably the best player in college football, and he just never replicated that because he had the pandemic and everything. Like, I could get why somebody would go with Stingley because that first year tape of him is ridiculous, and maybe you feel like he got bored, and that's why he didn't continue to play at that trajectory. And it seemed like everybody else at that LSU team got bored. So I can understand why that pick happened. And then you also have to have the small school concerns with Sauce Gardner. Nick Saban wasn't giving him any chance to make any tape during that. Like, there were reasons why it happened. I thought that Sauce was the pick. Like, I remember watching him all year at Cincinnati. Like, I don't care who these dudes are. Like, he's shutting them down. Quiddy Pay. Yeah, that's another one. Somebody said if Hooker slides to 74, I wouldn't mind taking him. All right. All right, y'all. Like,
Tell the YouTube chat to calm down. They got chill out. DTR's there in the fourth. I'll take DTR in the fourth. I like that.
Dominique in the fourth? Why would we draft the quarterback?
I feel like that's normal for QB2. If that's going to be a long term QB2.
Yeah, but nobody ends up being like, if he's good enough to be a long-term QB2, he'll probably get signed somewhere at the end of his deal, money that we're not going to replace him with. So it's like, usually, I mean, like, how many backups in the NFL for a quarterback the age of Deshaun Watson are younger than him or in that draftable range? I don't think they tend to be that young. I think they usually tend to be either older or like Josh Dobbs, where he's like probably the same year. I think Josh Dobbs same draft class as Deshaun Watson, but obvious not threat, right? Like that's kind of one thing you gotta watch out for. Like, the better your quarterback and the better relationship you have with your quarterback, the worse your backup's gonna be.
That makes sense. Now, that being said, would you take Malik Cunningham in the seventh or the sixth if he's there?
Well, he said he's been willing to do a position change. So if that's the case, yes, yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, see what you could do with him. That'd at least be fun to watch during the preseason.
Punt returner, let's go. We don't know if Jakeem Grant can go.
Yeah, he might be a third down back. You don't know. Let's just run. We got that extra game too. We got the Hall of Fame game. Let him play every position in the Hall of Fame game and see which one he has a good game at.
Get our own Taysom Hill.
I mean, like, not even a Taysom Hill. He might not be asked to throw passes, but just see what position he feels like he could play. This is another one where it's like, I don't think the XFL should be a developmental league because I think it would ruin any appeal that they have as a television product. But this is where you can make the argument where it's like, hey, that it would be better if they had a way to develop dudes like this, because he's somebody who needs to figure out what his position is going to be in the NFL. Yeah,
right. Because I mean, I've watched him in Louisville. He's got amazing athleticism. It's just,
Yeah, we got super chat from Soul Train. Do you like Osagun Oluwatimi? Y'all know I love Osagun Oluwatimi. Is the Bears pick about to be in? They take forever to get these picks out. The second and third round could really be an email. Just let me see who they pick so I can make the videos about them. Like, that would be so much easier. But no, we gotta do this.
Yeah, I don't know why it takes so long with the second day, bro. They give the teams the same amount of time. I don't get it. Give them 5 minutes.
They
Let's just
trying to get that
roll.
ad money.
Yeah. I mean, this is all they got until training camp, so I get it.
Oh, Gravon Dexter just went.
Damn.
Good prospect. Not a lot of production out of Florida. Ooh, 6'5", 310. But he real blockable. Let's see what his pad level. Oh, he's real high in his pad level.
Yeah. Julie's still there.
We only got 20 more picks to go, right?
Only 20.
Only
a man can dream. A man can dream. Come on now.
Hey, if they get to 74, make me sit through this whole second round just to trade back, I might fight Andrew Berry.
Andrew Berry looks like he might have hands, though. I'm not going to lie.
I don't care if I win or lose that fight.
Smile.
That's not a fight about winning. That's a fight about principle. Like, that, nah, dog. Not again. Not again. They did this to me last year when I sat through the second round and then they traded back.
See, trading back from the second's one thing. You think they trade? I mean, how far can you trade back? Like 10 picks? I mean, they're going to pick in the third.
Dude,
they got to pick.
Don't test
trade
it,
back
man. They'll
until
find
you
a way.
got like a million picks
back
in the 7th round. What's the point?
Trade their 3rd round picks.
At what point does trading back become like? At what point do you trade yourself back into oblivion? Like, you already don't have a second round pick. You don't have a first round pick next year. Like, at some point, like, you got to just pick somebody. Darnell Washington's still there.
They're going to be so addicted to trading back. We're not going to trade. We're not going to pick in the first round even when we got him. We're just going to keep trading back.
We did all that trading back with Sachi, and ooh, man, he did such a great job.
Dude, it's just become part of a fan culture. Is we just treasure these picks instead of actually enjoying the player and really have them. Constantly think for the future. We don't have to.
We are so blessed.
All right, man, turn the card in.
2023 NFL Draft. The Chargers.
Okay.
Select Tui Pelotu.
Oh, Tui Pelotu just went.
Damn, that's my fault. I spoke it. I said something. That's my fault. I'll take that. He
wasn't going to make it them 20 picks. No way. Like, I just watch too much USC to watch anybody on that defense, man. I just watch way too much USC to think that anybody on that defense is going to be anything else. Like, if you were frustrated with the Browns defense, you would not want anybody on USC because they had the exact same problems the Browns did. Could not hold a lead to save their life. Like, if you look at every game that they lost, except for that last one where Caleb Williams got hurt, it is because their defense is awful.
I mean, that's true, but their edge rushers end up working. I mean, Drake Jackson looked great in the Niners. Yeah. I wanted Drake Jackson last year.
Yeah, I just don't trust. Like, last year's defense, they weren't that bad. This year's, like, USC defense specifically, I don't trust a single soul on that defense. There were several moments where if somebody was a dog, it was time to show it. And they did it. They lost to Utah twice. Hey, I'm good on that.
Utah is a decent organization, decent team.
Yeah, Utah's cool, but you USC. It's like Ohio State losing to Northwestern. Like, yeah, Northwestern's not terrible, but come on, man. Like, this, they shouldn't even be in the same league.
Downs goes to Kansas City, I'm a riot, bro.
Oh yeah, it's happening. They're gonna get Josh Downs and they're gonna get D Hop. Just when you thought it was over, it just started.
And the NFL just lets it happen, man.
I mean, what they supposed to do? They play by the rules. They not breaking no rules.
No, dude. I just mean like other teams, the other teams in the NFL.
What they supposed to do? Do you know what the Chiefs have? They traded up for Patrick Mahomes, and they ain't never had to worry about nothing. everybody else would be living this life too if they traded up for Patrick Mahomes in 2017. Hell, the Browns could be living this life if they would have decided to trade up for Patrick Mahomes in 2017 instead of trade back.
You got B-Watt now. That's all that matters. It worked out. Worked out in the end, more or less.
I mean, look, I like Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun Watson's great, but I'm telling you right now, I would throw Deshaun Watson away in a heartbeat to get Pat Mahomes. It's not even a question. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's fair. That's fair.
And that's not even disrespect to Deshaun Watson. I would do that for everybody not named Pat Mahomes.
Side note is I can't say his name. I'm not even going to attempt it. The cat out of Northwestern, double A, AA. Is he still available?
Yeah.
He out there?
Yeah, he's still there. Don't get your hopes up. He ain't making it to 72. I'm not. Don't even do that to yourself.
I keep doing it, Q. I've been doing it all night. It's going to keep going.
Yeah, you don't get all frustrated again. Nah, don't even do it. Chat, don't do it to yourselves. I know somebody been putting out. I see all kind of crazy trade rumors every day. I stream. Is center still on the board? No, center's not on the board. Well, I mean, center's there if like you got somebody at like around 5, maybe. Somebody said, "Who is Marvin Mims?" Why would you jump into a chat and ask that? That's an obscure enough name to make me think you knew who it was. All right. Still alive, though. Still got them pick'ems alive. Where we at? Let me look at the board. Still available, Jalen Hyatt, Drew Sanders, Josh Downs, DJ Turner II, Keely Ringo. Man, there's room for a nice little cornerback run. Terrell Smith still there.
Terrell Clark is going to be a Brown, but he probably won't be picked till the 4th.
There's some good corners available
I like Clark
right now. There's some good corners still available. You say what you want about Keely Ringo. That's a fine pick in the 50s. Darnell Washington's still there. Schoonmaker's still there. Tyler Scott, obviously, he's still there. He's probably going to be there around 72. Tank Dell's still there. Marvin Mims still there. A.T. Perry. I'm interested to see who the Browns pick here because I don't have a great grasp on who they like this year.
They really like Gervon Dexter. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Jamie Robinson.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pick they might go 99. I don't know if that's a pick they necessarily do at 72. But, I mean, nothing would surprise me at this point. There's not really room to be surprised when we're picking this late.
It's a really weak safety draft.
You think so?
I mean, first safety taken was Brian Branch, which I thought was Detroit's only good pick. I mean, smart pick. I'm not saying Jahmyr Gibbs or Jack Campbell.
Jahmyr Gibbs don't make sense when you already got DeAndre Swift.
Well, apparently they're shopping Swift, and I mean, I get it if you're like, you didn't think he was going to be on the team.
The only problem with DeAndre Swift is they refused to run him enough.
Well, he also was hurt a lot, too. I mean, he had a bunch of injury issues. And when Jamal Williams was...
the last 2 years.
Really? I thought he was hurt.
He just didn't get a lot of carries. Maybe it was because he was hurt. But, I mean, running backs going to get hurt. And Jahmyr Gibbs is not big. Like, if you were worried about hurt and you draft Jahmyr Gibbs, he about to be hurt.
Right.
All right, man. Pat McAfee ruined the draft because he went up there that one time and did that speech. And now everybody think they Pat McAfee when they go up there.
Just say it. Just say Josh Downs. I know you can say it. Just say it.
Oh, wow. They went Rice.
Rashee Rice.
Don't know much about this guy. What's going on with
I
this?
wasn't very high on him. I mean, he's a good slot receiver, but speed. But
I mean, if the Chiefs took him, he's probably gonna be good.
that's what they say about Sky Moore. Look at him.
And that will end up working out. It's only been 1 year. Well, he had a pretty good Super Bowl, didn't he? Or AFC Championship? He was good at one of them games.
Yeah, he was all right in AFC Championship. Yeah, he didn't do much in the Super Bowl. It was mostly the MVS show and Travis Kelsey. But
hey, man, Pat Mahomes throwing the ball. You just need bodies out there. All right, so for the 376 in chat, we are at pick 55. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. There are multiple ways to interact with this show. If you want to have your chat jump onto screen, you can always hit that super chat button and super chat to get your voice heard on the screen. If you are a Patreon member or thinking about the Patreon, we have multiple perks here, including early access to some videos, exclusive live streams, audio only version for dog check tier members of the Untitled Unfiltered show, and many more benefits of Patreon. $3 tier gets you in, $10 tier gets you the premium, and you get your name at the ticker, and you get the audio only ad-free versions of the show, and you get to interact with us here. You get to join the exclusive Patreon Discord, and that's what I use on streams to have people call in and interact with the show audibly. So if you want to do any of those two things, check it out that way. The Bears are up. Devin Hester's back out here to announce another pick, and we're going to see who they got. Tyreek Stevenson, another DB.
I know nothing about this guy.
I did not study any of these wide receivers. I mean, DBs.
So you guys think it's possible that Darnell Wright slips to the Bengals?
Yeah. It's looking possible.
Man,
I mean, we're already at New York and Dallas. We're in the
If he falls
playoff team
that far,
at this
bro,
stage.
and the Browns don't take him, I'd be upset. That's a perfect Harrison Bryant replacement right there.
Yeah, but you don't trade up for a Harrison Bryant replacement. Like if he falls to you at 72, you take him maybe.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about trading up. I wouldn't trade up.
But Cincinnati's gonna pick before you. So what Cincinnati's got, they gotta have what, 60 something?
Yeah, they're sitting right at 60.
Dumb question. What does the third round officially start? Is it 60?
Well, it's got to be 32
63
plus 2
is the last pick in the third round.
It's
second round,
64, but this year I think it's 62, right? Because the
63.
Dolphins don't have a first round pick. So it was 31 in the first round. So 63 would be
63 is the last pick in the second.
And then 64 would be the first pick in the third. All right, New York's announcing a pick here.
New York Football Giants select John Michael Schmitz, center.
All right, that's good for us. John Michael Schmitz.
Pick for them too.
DeJuan Jones is
And
sliding.
Luke Whippler's still on the draft.
DeJuan Jones sliding like crazy.
Him and Luke Whippler's still out there. I think we pick a tackle. I don't know if we go center.
Nah, they're not going to draft center. They would either go guard or tackle here in the third. Center, I mean, they just signed Ethan Posick. And even if you don't want to go Posick there, I mean, even if you want to get younger in the future, I think you can get somebody like Osagun Oluwatimi in the 4th or 5th, and you'll be fine there at center. I think you can be fine at center in the late rounds here. Tackle, nah. Like there's a very clear point once you get past Blake Freeland. None of those tackles are really going to be anything that you really think can start. Like I like a Ryan Hayes in the 7th round, but like nothing crazy.
You got me on that Timmy cult, man. Like I
Yeah.
watched his tape right after you released that video, bro. He's clean. He looks so good out there.
Darnell would be a good pick here for the Cowboys.
All right, Cowboys are picking here. I don't think. I think this is where Darnell goes.
I think so.
And our original owner, Lamar Hunt. But I'm here to represent the five-time world champion Dallas Cowboys. And it's Hall of Fame owner, Jerry Jones, Gene Jones and the Jones family, head coach Mike McCarthy, and Cowboy Nation. With the 58th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the five-time world champion Dallas Cowboys select Luke
Woo!
Luke Schoonmaker. Wow. All right, Vaj
Wow.
Lombardi got to be hot about
Over
that, dog.
Darnell Washington. That's
Hmm.
insane, bro.
Ah, man. I mean, like, I understand he doesn't have he's not the receiver you want him to be, but the development skills the developmental ability is there. I mean, you
Oh, he's
can't
an
be afraid to
alien.
coach.
Darnell Washington's an alien.
Yes, I think these dudes are afraid to coach at this point. When he's gonna get there to Cincinnati now. But Buffalo's there. They already took a tight end. He's gonna get to
Don't put
Cincinnati at
that evil
60. We'll
on us.
see.
Don't put that evil on us, bro.
I mean, it's about to happen.
I mean, why not? Steelers having a great draft. Why not the Bengals too?
I mean,
I hope he goes
it's
to
a,
Jacksonville, bro. Just let him go to Jacksonville. Give Trevor Lawrence another target in the red zone. I don't know. Anybody, just pick him.
And someone trading up. Oh, okay. I was going to say someone trading up with the Bills here would be great, but I don't think that's going to happen now.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If somebody wants Darnell Washington, nope, pick's in. Pick is in. We think gonna be a running back here for Buffalo?
Could
I
be
mean,
a
what?
corner.
Tajay Spears?
Could be Ringo.
That'd be hilarious if they traded up, if they got DeJuan Jones here at 70. That would be absolute hilarious. All right. No, he might be watching a playoff game. But some interesting guys have fallen. I mean, I feel real good about Marvin Mims being there at 72 now. I feel real good about that.
So are
I
we
think
at
it might
technically
happen.
because our pick was 74? Are we at 73 or are we at 72?
I think we're at 72.
74.
So yeah, so if we were at 74, technically we're 73 then because of the Dolphins. Semantics, it don't really matter.
And we say that till the pick before he goes.
Well, we know Buffalo. Well, Buffalo could go wide receiver here. Cincinnati not going wide receiver. I mean, if they do, it's unfair.
Just getting ready to lose Boyd.
They're gonna lose Boyd and Higgins. Got it. Can't
That'd
pay
be the
everybody.
dream, man. That'd be great.
Unfortunately, I do think they find a way to pay T, but I don't think they're going to be able to pay Boyd. He's easier to replace technically out of the three anyway.
We shall see. We shall see. All right. I think I know who this pick is for Buffalo, but I'm not going to spoil it for Chad.
71 players will be selected tonight, 32 in each round at the end of the third round, 7 compensatory picks.
All right, we got to do prop bets. Will the Browns pick get it announced on TV? Like, will 74 get announced on television?
Yeah, I think so. It's the Browns' first pick.
I think
They're
that's
a big
early
franchise,
enough.
obviously. I mean,
Yeah, but it's a
people
third
tune in for
round
the
pick,
draft
dog.
still.
That might be on commercial break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they got to give each team their due at least once in this thing.
Once you don't have a pick in the first 2 rounds, don't nobody care. They're not thinking about that. They just thinking we got to get these breaks in. I think it's possible that we watch that thing happen on the commercial. All right. Unless they got somebody like announced to do like one of these little goofy skits for the Browns. So maybe they have somebody for that.
Hanford Dixon is announcing one of them. I don't remember which one.
You say Andrew Wiggins?
No, he said Hanford Dixon.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Man, I was there in 2018, and I had the honor of being up here with a great Bills Mafia legend. And
Why do the Chiefs fans hate the Bills? Like, what have they ever done to you?
I just want you to know you're gone but not forgotten. With the 59th pick
They just boo a RIP?
NFL draft, the Buffalo Bills select Osiris Torrance.
They got a guard. All right. Since he got some picks on the board, that'd be interesting for him. How many guys in this draft
Needed
had
O-line
Falcons
help.
jerseys? All right, so we are not that far out. We're only 14 picks out. We're close to the Browns being like available on the screen if you're watching on NFL Network, you know. So it's coming. It's coming, y'all. Who do you think the Browns are gonna pick? Zachary Messenger with the super chat. Didn't really say anything, but appreciate the super chat. Sika Aika is still there, huh?
I like CKI a lot. I like him a lot. I think he'd be a perfect rotational defensive tackle behind Dalvin.
That was fast.
Oh, they got the pick in for Cincinnati. Oh yeah, they're ready to go, and that's AJ Green.
With the 60th pick of the 2023 NFL.
They're not gonna go Darnell Washington though.
Selects DJ Turner.
Yep,
Excellent.
DJ Turner. It's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Oh, it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so good.
It's a good pick there. He like, damn, I got to go to Cincinnati.
It's the worst Toledo, and I don't even know how that's possible.
Cincinnati's not worse than Toledo. We ain't got to do it.
I
like
think
that.
it is.
It's
Come
not
on, man.
worse than Toledo.
I went to Toledo, bro. It's not that bad.
Cincinnati's
Go
not
Rockets.
that bad. Toledo's not great, but like at least it's close to Michigan. You know what I mean? You got Sandusky right around the corner. Like there's stuff to do in Toledo. The best thing you could do in Cincinnati is like what Kings Island they got down there. Nobody want to do that.
They've got Kentucky there too. People seem to like that.
Heck, Louisville's right there, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never went to Kentucky for fun.
Yeah, no, neither have I. So, come on now. You're a YSU brother, so like, what's better, Toledo or Youngstown? My wife's from Youngstown, so I
would
gotta
prefer
I gotta keep my
Youngstown.
head on.
Because I went there. I never lived in Toledo. Once I chose to Youngstown, I stayed in that area. So I like Youngstown. But, you know, I don't really know Toledo like that. maybe Toledo people are gonna, say, hey, we're closer to this place and this and that. But I prefer Youngstown. But I never really kicked it in Toledo. I just know that geographically they have more near it than Cincinnati does. Like, at least you
Yeah.
close to
I
Cleveland
didn't
and
stay in
Toledo.
I didn't stay in Toledo either. I live in Cleveland, bro. I just went to Toledo.
Yeah, like you can't live in Cincinnati and like drive somewhere else. Like, there's nowhere near it. Even Columbus is like what, 3 hours away?
From Cincinnati.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Or no, it might be an hour and a half. It might
Yeah,
be,
dude, it's like an
it's an
hour
hour
and a half. I live
It's
in
an hour and a
Columbus,
half.
and you can get there in an hour 15 if you really book it.
Yeah, because you ain't got to worry about any of that traffic coming up from up north either, too. So, I mean, there's that. Oh, Darnell Washington falling
YSU's
down
running
teams'
back.
boards because of a knee issue.
Ooh.
Like a miss the whole season right off the bat knee issue, or just kind of
Nah,
something
just a
lingering?
knee issue they're worried about long term because he's so big.
Sounds like a JOK kind of thing. I bet that knee's fine by training camp.
Well, it might be like, so when they say knee issue, sometimes that's referring to like arthritis, like early onset arthritis, or they detected that there's not that much cartilage. They're saying that there's something wrong with that knee to where he's not going to be hurt all the time, but he's not going to be injured all the time, but he is going to be hurt a lot, or projects to be hurt a lot. And I think that's what's, for a guy that you want to play physical and be a blocker in line, that's going to keep you off of him, because you get hit in the knees a lot when you're actually blocking line, right? Like low cut blocks, you fall down a lot. Real easy to hurt your knee. And if you're predisposed to having a issue, if there's a condition with your cartilage that predisposes you to injury more often, that's going to make you fall.
It's
No,
like
that
back
makes
nerve
sense. I
damage, man.
mean,
It just never goes away.
right. Now, that being said, though, with the Browns, we're not looking for a tight end one. Would you take the risk on him for a tight end 2 or 3?
It depends on who else is there. It really does, right? I'm not going to take a chance on him more than like I like Marvin Mims. But if I don't like any of the D tackles there and I don't like any of the edge rushers, then, why not? But I highly doubt that they're going to go for Darnell Washington. I don't think that's where the Browns go with that.
Double A still out there, too.
Yeah, now that would be good. That's a no-brainer, run the card and pick. If the Browns can get to it. We're getting close to territory where it's time to get worried, time to really get worried about who the Browns could or could not get. Somebody said we're gonna draft Max Duggan. All right. If we draft Max Duggan, this
Just
stream's
block
over.
that.
The stream is
Just block that.
over.
Whoever said that, just block him.
It's over with. We're not drafting no long snapper, no punter. Nah. None of that.
We don't need a long snapper, bro. We signed Charlie Hewlett for another 4 years.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Oh, with the pick's about to come in. I'm about to use the restroom.
Can't leave out here without giving one big Duval. All right. With the 61st pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Brenton Strange, tight end, Penn State. They're getting Calvin
That's a weird pick. I don't know nothing about Strange.
Yeah, he's an underclassman, right? So I don't do a lot of tape on him early on. I look up his measurable average size, 6'4", 253. Not a lot of production, 52 catches last 2 years. And then he was ran a 4.7 average tonight. I put on the tape, I fall in love with it. He got within 15 plays. He looks lean. You watch the tight end, the end version. Oh, it's nasty. No, feisty. He plays like he's 265 in the roster. He runs and accelerates as a route runner. He knows how to get in and out of his break, and you should watch him out.
He looks small for a tight end. Nah. He might not be
I don't know nothing
tall.
about Brandon Strange. I don't watch
He
Penn
might not
State
be
like that,
tall.
though.
Was he like 6'1", 6'2"? Pop up the height stats. Where is it?
I thought he was listed at 6'3". It just came up on the screen.
6'3". All right, Houston's got the pick. And all right, we're moving along here pretty quickly.
Houston Texans are making moves.
This was the most unhinged football player in his era.
Texans. And with the 62nd pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Juice Scruggs, center.
A lot of centers
Back Penn
going.
State.
Not a bad pick. Juice Scruggs is nice. I like him.
And with that, now, the Big Ten, that 20 players picked through the first 2 rounds of the draft, that is the most in the comic draft era, which started with the 1967 draft. And Nittany Lion.
Another Penn State guy. Are we getting nervous here in chat? Is chat getting nervous? We blinking? Don't blink gaming. Speaking of blinking, don't blink gaming says
Yo,
what?
Trent Simpson's still on the board.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hold on. Let me make sure my StreamYard is stream because my super chats are not coming in properly. Stream Labs. Log in with YouTube. Go to dashboard. Close. Okay. And then alert box.
Damn, Juice Scruggs had a horrific car accident.
What happened?
Apparently, Juice Scruggs was in a horrible car accident and rehab back from it. They're just telling us like little tidbits about him.
All right. This pick's gonna come in from Denver.
And also my son Michael. I know they're watching. The Detroit Lions have traded the 63rd pick to the Denver Broncos. With the 63rd pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Marvin Mims.
That hurts, man.
It was so close to happening.
Has Josh Downs been taken though?
No, he's still there. Josh Downs. Ah, that hurts. All right. Well, we'll see what's there, 74. We'll see what's there. Don't Blink Gaming with a super chat says, thanks for the content, Q. Always keeping the off season entertaining. I try my best. Hey, look, this is the good news for Browns fans. Most boring off season I've ever been a part of in my 5 years of doing this. Like, hands down, this is the most difficult off season ever because the Browns really haven't done much to shake up everything, right? 2018, they draft Baker Mayfield #1 overall. They trade for Jarvis Landry. 2019, you trade for Odell Beckham. 2020, we got the pandemic going on, all kind of craziness of going on with that whole situation. You signed a bunch of dudes, Jack Conklin, everybody else, and you drafted somebody in the first round. 2021, last year, I mean, well, no, not 2021. 2021, after you won the playoff game, made some moves. And then that season was what it was. And then 2022, you trade for Deshaun Watson, and now we finally have a normal offseason again. It's been like 2 normal off seasons in 5 years. So it's been a difficult summer. Now Jalen Hyatt's gonna be there, and Josh Downs might be there. I'm not a big Hyatt fan, but man, that hurts that Mims is gone.
What about Hyatt? Don't you like? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't think he's a great route runner. I don't think he has great like ball tracking skills. Um, I think a lot of what he has is like that one game, and that's really it. I don't love him as a football player. I think he has traits, but I don't think he's a good football player.
What about his running mate Tillman?
I don't really know much about him.
He's closer to like a DPJ prototype, good blocking wide receiver, bigger, good
Yeah, I mean,
contested
if the
catch.
Browns get a wide receiver, they're gonna have to go with somebody who can create explosives. They already have a bunch of dudes who can get them, chunks here and there. They have a plethora of those guys. That's what David Bell's supposed to be eventually. What they need are explosives, plus athletes, guys who can go up there and get it. That's why I like Marvin Mims a lot. He's a go up there and get it guy, right? Jalen Hyatt, for as big as he is, he's not going to get a 50-50 ball as much as you want. He needs to be wide open down the field in order to make those deep downfield plays. So while he does fit an athletic profile, I would rather have somebody who I feel like can do damage in both north-south of explosiveness, but also X and Y explosiveness when it comes to their verticality and their physicality with their verticality. You look at Marvin Mims' tape, he got all of that. And I just don't see it here with Jalen Hyatt. Maybe Josh Downs. I know a lot of people I like that I trust like Josh Downs a lot. What's my boy's name? Cody, not Cody. Jack Duffin, who did the mock with me, he's a big Josh Downs fan. He said that's who he would.
I didn't grow from the OBR. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, I can see a lot of people asking for Tillman with that 6'3" guy. Yeah, 250.
I don't think the Browns are going to trade back, though. If this board holds up, and unless there's like a crazy run on all the positions the Browns need in these next 10 picks, they should be able to get their hands on somebody they like a lot. I mean, we could look at the board right now.
I hope so. I just want him to make a pick, man.
Yeah, Hyatt's there. Josh
longer.
Downs is there. Keely Ringo is there. So there's still some guys at other positions that are about to go. Drew Sanders probably somewhere. There's Cedric Tillman, Darnell Washington, Tyler Scott, like DeJuan Jones. We've mentioned him as somebody who could, if he loses a little weight, play a little left tackle. He's athletic enough to do so. Tank Dell, and I don't really like Tank Dell. But there's like enough there.
Shit, I don't like A.T. Perry. I'd rather than pick A.T. Perry over Tank Dell.
There's enough there to justify whatever they want to do here.
Is that one of the Jonas brothers?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. It's not on my screen yet.
Damn, that's who I liked. Damn.
Oh, Zach Pickens. Told you, Browns might pick in a commercial break. We are at that point of the draft. Zach Pickens. I don't like Zach Pickens that much, so I don't mind that one. But if you are a Zach Pickens fan, then you're gonna be upset with that one.
Who's Philadelphia going to steal from everybody? Wait, what?
Is
Did
there
they just trade
anybody
up
from
again?
Georgia left that they can draft?
I don't know. They'll find a way. Wait, they got 2/3 in a row? Did they just trade up? I'm confused.
Man, YouTube TV got to add in. Yeah, I think they got 2/3 in a row. It looks like it. All right, show the pick, y'all. Show the pick, y'all. People trying to get out of here at 11:30, man. Show the pick. Show the pick. It's in. It's been in for like 5 minutes. Show the pick. I'm gonna have to go on Twitter. Trent Simpson's still there. It's crazy. Like somebody got to take him, right?
Absolutely love Trent Simpson game, man. Love him. Him or Drew Sanders. I'm surprised Drew Sanders is still there. I thought he was the highest rated linebacker. You big Andre Carter guy?
No.
I
He's.
agree.
I'm not big on him.
Herbig might not be bad at 74 if he's willing to move to like Mike or Sam. I just don't see him putting his hand in the dirt much. He's too undersized.
Yeah, and he moved to Mike or Sam. Then he's not. His value shrinks considerably. Oh my God, are they okay? I'm gonna get this spoiled for me. I am tired of waiting for the picks.
Oh, a Dave and Buster's commercial. I ain't seen one of those in a minute.
There's one pretty close to where I live, and it is always packed. Like, always packed.
Yeah, there's one up in Beechwood, which is like a nice suburb of Cleveland. Been there a couple times, but goddamn, is it? It's pricey, bro. The food is so expensive, and they charge like $7 for a cheap beer. Like, it makes no sense.
I mean, think of it like, the adult arcade. How much were you willing to pay for like a Coke when you were at the arcade when you were a kid? It's like I'm sure they gouged us then too.
Yeah, you're probably right, but damn, I'm already spending $100 for this little card to play some games. At least let me pay like $5 for a Miller Lite or something. Like, I don't know.
They took my Perry on Winfrey for this year. Chat, what you mean? But hey, Attaboy being there, if Attaboy is there, then I'm good with it. I'm 100% good with it. If you can get Attaboy there, we'll see. We still got like 10 picks, man. We still got like 10 picks.
You're right. This Eagles pick is taking abnormally long.
Because they're doing an interview with some actresses on SNL. They're waiting for that to continue to draft. And I'm like, come on, man. This is why the draft can be an email.
Oh, speaking of Jack Duffin, Q, like if you're trying to get out of here at 11:30, he did like when did pick 98 pick last year, and that was like around 11:51. Just letting you know ahead of time.
Oh, once the Browns make that pick at 99, dog, I'm out. What you mean?
No, I'm saying if you try to get out of here at 11:30, it's gonna be close to midnight when
I'm
they pick
saying
at
whenever
99.
99, and then I'm gonna do some minutes of wrap up, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I don't know when that is, but that's when I'm out. You know what I mean? They making this take forever. It don't gotta take forever. Just go ahead and put the pick in. I don't even care that they're doing the interview. I got the audio off on the TV because I'm not trying to get copyright strike. I just want them to tell me who the goddamn pick is. We got like 3 picks have been made at this point.
Shit.
Tell me that the Eagles drafted a running back already, dog. Like, I already know what they about to do. They got to draft a running back, right? They got Rashad Penny. They ain't about to run with that the whole year. Are they about to go to another commercial break? Yo, they're going to another commercial
Speaking of running backs, how do you feel about Kenny McIntosh, Q?
I don't love him. It's hard to tell with any of them Georgia dudes at running back, like if they're really good or if they're just behind the best offensive line in college football.
I mean, he was standing dudes up and pass blocking at the Senior Bowl. I think he would be a good third down back. He was one of their leading receivers.
That's true. Yeah, I don't really have a definitive opinion on him either way. Oh my God. Okay, I just switched to the Sacramento Golden State game while we waiting for the draft to stop bullshitting and tell us what the picks are. Well, Ringo, they got to take, yeah. The Eagles have to take Keely Ringo, right? Like that's got to be what happens, chat.
How's that Golden State sack game going now?
57-51 Sacramento right now.
Tackle from Alabama.
Oh, the pick just went through. Oh, okay. The offensive tackle. Okay, I thought somebody took DJ Dale. I'm like, dog, nah. Blake Freeland.
I don't know nothing about him.
Blake Freeland, DeJuan Jones. I mean, hey, look, if they can get to 74 with what's on the board, they're going to be excited. Like if a bunch of corners go and guards, I think they're all right. Okay, he took Tyler Steen and Sidney Brown. Wow, I can't. If they're not going to take Keely Ringo, nobody is. Like, all right, let's get this Denver pick in, man. Let's hurry it up, y'all. Nah, I don't think Tyler Scott should be the pick at 72.
Damn, Trent Simpson, Darnell Washington, AA, he's still there. God damn. Drew Sanders. That's some picks.
And the Browns, if they trade back, I'm gonna be furious.
I agree.
If they trade back, to like 111 and they make me have to watch this whole day of draft just to make like 2 picks at the very end in the compensatory period, I'm gonna be furious with them. For all selfish reasons. Like, maybe it's a good trade, maybe it's not, but dog, I'm not trying. This is not why I do this.
Maryland had some good DBs this year.
Hey, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. The Eagles won the Super Bowl have picked 4 players before we picked one. That's crazy.
That Eagles fan is there every year, bro. What does he do for a living?
Drew Sanders, linebacker.
All right, Drew Sanders. Not somebody I cared about.
I liked him, but I didn't like him that much.
Yeah, that length that you see in an inside linebacker. Talk about that with Jack Campbell. How important that is. It's a rarity. 6'4.5", 235 pounds. Talk about a guy who, doesn't have great arm length, but at 6'4.5".
Captain Fierce says, Quincy, who are you eyeing at pick 74? Double A, Josh Downs, or Trenton Simpson? I think there's a lot of guys. I mean, there's a good amount of guys that you could pick there. Look, my guys aren't there. Marvin Mims, and Keanu Benton, but some guys I did not expect to be available are available right now. Now, I don't know. There's got to be something going on with Trenton Simpson why he available at this point. Because I watched him play that first week against Georgia Tech. His sideline to sideline speed is incredible. He's one of those guys who football fast. Like, I don't care what he tested at. I've seen him play football. He's fast on the field. Quick short area burst. I bet if you put him onto the miles per hour gun, you're gonna see quick burst up to 22 miles per hour for him. He's gonna be good there. I'm not a big Jalen Hyatt guy, but like I'm not gonna be furious if they take Jalen Hyatt. Like I understand why you would do such a thing here. Good number of guys here. No reason to trade back. No reason to trade back here. Unless you're trading back
so
like
worried
two
about
spots.
them trading back, bro.
Like unless you're like moving back like 2 spots or something like that. No reason to do it. We're at 68 right now. The Browns pick at 74. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks away from the Browns picking here.
What would be worse than them trading back is them just completely trading out of this year, just trading for picks next year. I'd be furious. That's when I'd be furious.
I mean, it depends on what they get.
What would it take you to make that deal?
If somebody want to give me
like 2/3 for 1/3.
No, it'd be like if somebody wants to give me a second next year. Okay, yeah, of course, dog, have it. You know, maybe if it's like a team like Chicago wants to give you their third, you consider it because you know they're going to stink. Greg Carr with the Super Chat series says, how many TDs is Moore going to have? He's not going to be a big touchdown guy. I think his stat line probably going to look around. I think a good stat line for Elijah Moore this year would be, 865 yards, 5 touchdowns. I think that would be a good stat line for him. You know, anything more than that, great. Anything less than that, people going to complain. But I think that's about the baseline of Elijah Moore. Where Elijah Moore is going to help you is, when the offense stalls out a little bit. All right, let's throw a quick screen to him, see if he can break something. That's where he's going to help. It's not going to be about the amount of production with Elijah Moore. It's going to be about when that production happens and in the moments in the game where it needs to happen, right? Where you're stalling, 3 and out. Happens every game where you stall out and we don't have the guys to make the explosive plays to get us out of that funk. That's what Elijah Moore's supposed to be there for. Is Hooker going to the Lions? Did somebody spoil that in chat?
Who's going to the Lions?
Think Hooker? Nah, 8 touchdowns for Elijah Moore is crazy. Like he's sick. He's still 5'9". Like I don't know if he gets 8. That would be almost an all-pro level season for a dude like that.
Jordan
what are my
Akins,
thoughts
I
on
think people are underestimating how good he's going to be in the red zone.
Hey, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm dead ass wrong about his touchdown number. I would love nothing more than to be wrong. But I don't think he's going to be. That's where he's going to really hurt teams. I think he's going to hurt teams from a different aspect, which is fine. Like there's a role for him. Soup Campbell with the super chat says, love the content Q. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Soup. Appreciate all of the super chatters. I appreciate all of the chatters. I appreciate all of 12 or more. Okay. Oh, I appreciate all of the chatters, super chatters, the Patreon members, Dog Check and Dog Pound members. Make sure that if you're interested in joining these live streams, I'm going to be live tomorrow, 12 to however long that's going to be. It's going to be like 6 hours. Be live for that too. Hold on. They got the pick coming in.
With the 68th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Hendon Hooker.
Like that pick. Hendon Hooker there. I like that pick for him.
That's good for them. That's good for Detroit.
I like that pick. I like that pick. I think Hendon Hooker is better than any quarterback prospect in last year's draft.
I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, if he's healthy, and he's ready to play immediately, and then shit
Unhealthy.
starts to go downhill
Even
with
if
Jared
he's
Goff.
unhealthy, he's better than every prospect in last year's class. Like he's
Oh, yeah.
basically what Kenny Pickett was last year, but did it in the SEC and did it better and longer. Like, both old. Like, I think he's basically a better version of the prospect that Kenny Pickett was. Oh man, that looked like a bad knee
Those
injury.
Steelers fans trying to back Kenny Pickett so hard.
I mean, I understand it.
Bros. They got to be the Pickett pals, bro. They're
Look,
the
look,
Pickett
look.
pals. Bro.
We can make fun of them because we are familiar with what it is that they are doing, but like, let's not act like we're not familiar with what it is that they're doing. They're doing the same we used to do, right? There used to be Cody Kessler fans. Okay.
I'm guilty as hell.
Yeah, there used to be like we've cheered on all kinds of mid in this city and act like Deshaun Kaiser. We believed that was going to be something, the mind of Tom Brady, the physical body of Cam Newton. Like, I know what they doing. It's just hilarious when we be like, oh, y'all doing what we used to do. They get so mad when we point it out. It's like, oh, it's because y'all know it's familiar. Y'all know what y'all doing. The same shit we used to do, man. Y'all us. The Steelers are us right now. Yeah, I like Hooker a lot. Like, that knee injury just looks so bad. But honestly, like, what he brings as a runner is secondary to what I think he has in his passing ability and his ability just to scoot sideline to sideline. But
he's got a great arm. Why didn't he come out earlier?
Well, he didn't have the season, the numbers that he wanted at Tennessee, and I think he felt like this was the year that Tennessee could be really good. They had that number 1 ranking for most of the year. I think that kind of justified why he wanted to stay. But, sometimes you just want to achieve stuff. I think that's a positive as well. But yeah, if he would have came out last year, he would have, I don't know. He didn't have the year that he had this year last year too. So that might have affected things too.
That makes sense. I was high on him at Hooker. I love that. That Tennessee-Alabama game is still one of the best football games I think I ever watched. That was just a ton of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Somebody brought up Charlie Fry in chat. Yeah, I was big on the Charlie Fry. 6'5", can scoot. You know what I mean? That's Big Ben. We
From
thought Charlie.
Akron.
Yeah. We thought Charlie Fry was really going to be the next big man. Fry guys. Yeah, people were showing up to the stadium in fry suits. I will never forget that. Christopher Gustafaro says, Goggles Pisano here say, who's your best defensive tackle available right now? Is it Carl Brooks? Now that all these guys have been pushed back this far, where does Zach Harrison
go?
They
got double A listed as a D tackle. I don't know why.
The Los Angeles Rams have traded the 69th pick to the Houston Texans.
Why
nice.
Have they done it?
69th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Nathaniel Dell, wide receiver out of Houston.
Hey, I'm glad that happened.
Damn,
yeah, baby. Take Nathaniel Dell off the board for me. That is a great... Yes, sir. Look, hey, all the people falling off the board right now that I would not mind. Let's go. Nathaniel Dell is on the list. Go ahead, get Mr. 24. They win now team all of a sudden.
Downs, bro. What is wrong with him? What happened?
I don't know. He must have shot somebody.
But the start of the NFL season, probably not realistic for play then. That could be into October, but certainly the Detroit Lions.
Okay, this is about Hendon Hooker. Nope, that's about Hendon Hooker. Okay. Hey, man, I hope Tank Dell does well with C.J. Stroud. I didn't want him. I did not want him. Young Banana Clip with the super chat that says, I love how Tennessee has old Ryan Tannehill and decided to draft young Ryan Tannehill, who puts mayo in his coffee. Hey, man, we being disrespectful to Ryan Tannehill when we compare Will Levis to him. Ryan Tannehill is a much better athlete than Will Levis has ever dreamed of being. Like, we forget Ryan Tannehill used to play wide receiver at Texas A&M. Like, Ryan Tannehill can scoop for real. He an athlete. Will Levis ain't an athlete like that.
Arch enemy, Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Appreciate the super chat, Young Banana Clip.
Congratulations.
Come on. Nobody fuck this up for the Browns. It's about to get unfuck-upable.
You know, in the National Football League,
all right, brother, get the pick out.
Next man up. They say next man up.
I appreciate it.
And so I'm here representing the great and late Willie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
One of our great
R.I.P. for sure.
And Willie's tradition was to always remind all of you.
Again, appreciate the super chat, Young Banana Clip. I already read it out. Ryan Tannehill, better athlete than y'all giving him credit for, man. Will Levis ain't beating that man in a race. Y'all better shoot. Y'all better look up Ryan Tannehill's hoop mixtape.
All National Football League fans and all television audiences to remember your mom. Remember your mom. With the 70th pick in the 2020.
Come on, Double A, still be on the board.
The Las Vegas Raiders select Byron Young, defensive tackle.
Oh, I thought he would beat her at 99. All right. That's going to hurt later. That's going to hurt later. All right, man. We're close. We are close.
Feels so good. Feels so good to be this close.
Put them 74s in the chat, y'all. Yeah, that was early for Byron Young. That was early for Byron Young. Even the people who like Byron Young would be surprised for
here
this.
and there.
Huh? Yeah, that was early for Byron.
'23 NFL Draft. The New Orleans Saints select Kendrick Miller.
All right. All right. Not concerned. Not concerned about that one off the board. There we go. Hey, that's good. That's fine. Now, look, I got to stop doing this because one of these dudes is going to turn into a dog and then somebody's going to play this clip back and be like, oh, you're terrible at your job.
God damn, Josh Downs had to have shot somebody at this point. Jesus.
All right, so one of the three is going to be there. One of the three is going to be there.
He exploits the creases. He's just kind of a glider, a weaver through traffic. As you can see right here, you see him. He's trying to pick and slide, jumps it outside, gets around the corner. Look, he doesn't have to choose to take it all the way. He's not one of those guys who can.
All right, man. Who out here talking about Chase Young trade? Like who put the article out? Who's the one? Why am I getting contacted about all these Chase Young trades? Ain't no Chase Young trade happening. We not trading for no damn Chase Young. All right.
But he has lower body strength, lower body agility. He can make you miss in the hole and come down here.
Come on. Come on.
I love how they gotta like shake everybody's hand after every pick. Like every pick, it's like, all right, we got to break, shake everybody's hand. Good job, good job.
Hey, it'd be stressful in that room. Like if it's stressful for us watching them make these picks and trying to get a guy that they like, imagine what it's like when it's like their actual job on the line. Like I bet it is a relief. Oh, Jordan Battle? Who said Jordan Battle? No Jordan Battle.
Antonio Johnson's still there, man. Is he? Is Antonio Johnson from A&M still there? The safety?
Oh, okay. I'm seeing who put out the rumor. Okay. Y'all got to stop watching stuff like that. It's junk food, man. I'm not going to say who it is, but it is lies that you just listened to. It's junk food. You know what I mean? Got to stop doing that. Then the people are going to tell you Elijah Moore going to have 45 touchdowns, and then you're going to be upset during the season. And then you're going to come to my stream to be mad about these expectations for Elijah Moore. I did not set. You know what I mean? Can't be doing it. We are close. We are close, and I like what's on the board. I'm ecstatic with what's on the board. I am ecstatic. This is great. Man. At a Bowie, man. Ooh, or Josh Downs. That is a crazy combo right there. They gonna let me down, aren't they? The Browns are gonna let me down, aren't they? They are about to hurt me, aren't they? You know what I mean? No, they about to hurt me.
You don't know.
No, man. I'm about to get excited about these three names, and they about to draft. They about to draft. They about to draft Tyler Scott here. Somebody I thought they could get at 99. They about to hurt me, ain't they?
No, come on. Be more positive, that Q. You gotta have more. You gotta have more faith in Andrew, man. I got faith in Andrew Berry.
Last time I did this, they drafted. Well, no, that wasn't it. They didn't draft the kicker while I was on stream, but they did draft. Who did they draft? Well, Martin Emerson, and then Anthony Schwartz.
That worked out. Martin worked out.
Martin worked out. You know what I mean? Martin worked out.
And Anthony wasn't last year. That was the year before. I actually kind of liked our third-round picks last year. Alex Wright might turn into something. You know, David Bell still got time to develop. The kicker, I know you're not high on that. But
All
I
right,
think
man. Double A here.
Just
I'm set in. Double A. If you get Josh Downs, I understand it. Trenton Simpson, I understand it. But please, one of those three players. Please, one of those three.
Don't do that to yourself.
Please.
Don't put expectations on
No.
Come on now.
I have faith in Andrew Berry now. I am recovered. I have faith. Andrew Berry's about to do what's right by me and get my boy. You know what I mean? If they don't do it, it's my fault. I didn't put enough propaganda out there because I just didn't think he would get past 50.
Yeah, I don't know. All three of those dudes must have shot somebody. I don't know.
I should have put more propaganda out there if this doesn't happen.
Watch, it's gonna be like Trail Clark, bro. It's gonna be a corner.
See now that dude, who said that? That dude has to be kicked from the chat. Who said Kentrell Clark? All right, Garrett Williams just went.
Don't kick me.
All right.
I'm just playing.
All right.
Don't kick me.
Peter R says if we don't get a wide receiver at 74 and 98, we can always sign AB and Stiller for the Ravens. Big brain. You know who could use Antonio Brown? The Cavaliers. You know what I mean? The Cavaliers could use an element like Antonio Brown. The Browns, nah, they good. They got enough personality in there. You know what I mean? Don't think that would be helpful.
Is that shit real? Is he really a Raven?
No, he's just saying shit. Editomia Ediborwe. That's my guy. Editomia Ediborwe. Double A. We're making it happen.
Thank you for pronouncing the shit.
Editomia Ediborwe. That's who we want. They're all three right there. Simpson is there. Josh Downs is there. I thought this would be great at 42. Don't hurt me. Don't you dare hurt me.
You got
the Browns.
You got to take a chill pill.
Don't you?
Q.
All right. The Giants. Giants picking.
The 73rd pick to the New York Football Giants. With the 73rd pick,
I'm not looking at chat.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jalen Hyatt.
Okay, thank God we ain't got to do it. We ain't got to do it. All right. Thank you, Giants. We ain't got to do it. All right, man.
We're up, bro. We're up.
The Giants jumped us to get Hyatt. They knew we were after a receiver.
Hey, man, I'm glad they did it because Jimmy Haslam would have pulled that trigger. I'm good. Thank you, Giants. All right, now let's get Trent Simpson, Editomia, Ediborwe, or Josh Downs. You know, it's real simple. If I see the trade pop up, dog, I might pop a blood vessel. Come on. This is I got to put the volume up.
He was the guy. He was the go-to guy with Cedric Tillman out. Tillman returned for the final 3 games of the year.
Yeah, I know some of y'all wanted Hyatt. I was not on the Hyatt train. You know what I mean? I like the Hamptons.
I love this pick. You signed a quarterback, Daniel Jones, to a long-term deal. When you watched the Giants last year, the only receiver they had going deep was Darius Slayton. So
If you're in the Discord right now, do not blurt out anything before I react to this pick.
too many times we saw the Giants.
No, that's good. I won't.
Moving the football. They need
Do me a favor and mute yourself if you're in the Discord for a second.
He's not just a one-trick Tony. They can move him around. He can play in the slot. He can run all the routes. He's not just a vertical threat. And he's got smooth, easy hands.
All right. All right, picks in. They're making the pick. They're making the pick. They're making the pick.
Thank you very much. First of all, before I announce this pick, you guys be quiet. I have to acknowledge Dog Pound Nation.
All right. Roof. Yeah, get that in. Okay, cool.
Now I can get to the pick.
All right.
With the 74th pick in the 2023 draft.
Let's go up, baby.
the
Come on.
Cleveland Browns select
Come on.
Cedric Tillman, wide receiver, Tennessee.
Oh, that name just changed. Volunteers wide receivers selected here in round. So that's all the back end of 2021. He was the guy. He was the main entity. He was the guy that was the go-to receiver. Georgia game that year, 10 catches for 200.
I hate this team, man. I hate this team. Why do what? I did this to myself. I did this to myself. You know what I mean? I did this to myself because I told everybody, oh, we need size at wide receiver. Well, I didn't know that Antonio would beat her. I didn't know that Josh Downs would beat her. I didn't. Oh, well, he's big. Look, I'm not going to be a wet blanket here. He's really big. I don't know that much about Cedric Tillman. Maybe I'm going to look at the film tonight and get excited about Cedric Tillman. But I was excited about 3 other dudes. We'll see where we are on that. We'll see how they are on that.
I like that pick, Q. That's a good pick.
I am refraining from comment. Maybe it's a great pick. I hope it turns out to be a great pick. I hope this video ages like milk. But man, I like some of the other guys on